What's up, Virgy Virgs? So let's see. What do you guys need to know today? Let's see what the Virgy Virgs need to know today. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node. Please remember to only take what resonates. This can be your energy, their energy, some fucking idiot in your energy. There's no gender in tarot, and sometimes you have to flip the roles. So Virgo, what do you guys need to know today? What do my Virgy Virgs need to know today? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the North Node. For Virgies, choose yourself. Choosing you isn't selfish. Your needs matter too. Your life shifts when you prioritize yourself. All day, every day. Stop overgiving and take the message. Signs have been appearing everywhere. Synchronicities guide you forward. Don't ignore what's repeating. And stop chasing approval. You don't need validation to be worthy. Approval isn't the goal. Your truth stands on its own. What is choose yourself? Attachment issues. Let's stop over giving. Situational spiral ship. Detach with grace. And side-eye queen. Your intuition sees through the act. The truth shows on your face. Something feels off for a reason. Love bomb and withdraw. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody. You need to choose yourself, okay? I think you've been getting signs and synchronicities and you're not listening to them, okay? This could be a situationship that is literally spiraling and it's going to take you down with it. You could be dealing with somebody who requires a lot of validation, with love bombing, attachment issues, validation, and all of that, and overgiving. You definitely could be dealing with a narcissist, okay? Now, the good news is I think that you're starting to see through the cracks. And if you haven't already detached with grace, like just walking away and choosing yourself, then you need to, okay? I definitely think that your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, gods and goddesses, and the divine, they have not just been, they've been screaming at you. And you may not be listening, okay? So if you've already walked away with grace and you stopped over giving and you started side-eyeing this bitch, then good for you. Then you started listening. If you haven't, then this is a message for those of you that your spirit team is telling you to get the fuck away from this person. Okay? If you look up narcissist in, if you Google it, they love bomb. They discard. They have codependency issues. All right? They love overgivers, empaths. They require a shit ton of fucking approval. This is a narcissist, okay? Now, whether you walk away with grace or you allow this person to discard you once they've completely shattered you emotionally, is up to you. But the universe is telling you to choose yourself and to walk away with grace. This person doesn't deserve whatever overgiving, whether it's your time, your energy, your money, your heart, your love, your body, whatever it is, this person does not deserve it. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. All right, guys, so let's clear this up. Sorry, my son called me. So let's see. What's stop chasing approval? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. You don't need validation. to be worthy. Approval isn't the goal. Your truth stands on its own. Give me one more. Four of Swords. You know what I'm getting? Somebody could have really, really fucked up. They really screwed the pooch. So this person could have been seeking other people's validations. Like, maybe you weren't one of the people that they wanted to approve of their choices or whatever. And they really fucked up and they missed out on a really good opportunity. This person could be really contemplating how they allowed, flying monkeys to make decisions for them because they were seeking other people's fucking approval. What's side-eye queen? So this could be somebody who's a follower, doesn't know how to make decisions for themselves. We've got the Ace, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you know what? You could have definitely been like looking at this relationship, this person, and going, you know what? You're going to fucking fuck up my Wheel of Fortune. You're going to fuck up my good karma. You're going to fuck up my opportunities. You're going to fuck up my life. You're going to drain my bag. I'm going to get bad karma. Like, you could have definitely started side-eyeing this bitch going, yeah, you about to bring me a shit ton of burdens because number one, you don't know how to think for yourself. And number two, you're a fucking narc. So, yeah. What is detach with grace? The Emperor. Give me one more. And the Knight of Pentacles. You know what I'm getting? I think that you need to, if you haven't done this yet, you could have already detached with grace, protecting what really means something to you. Okay, this is, an emperor is a leader, a father figure. This is somebody who has a lot of stability. Somebody who's very disciplined, focused. Okay, this with the Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody who's very patient and efficient, works hard, very conservative, very responsible, and you weren't dealing with somebody like that. Okay, you were dealing with somebody who needs other people's approval. You don't need other people's approval. So you guys were not equally yoked. Let's take the message. The High Priestess. This is somebody who I think if you are still dealing with this person, then you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is fucking telling you that this person you're not equally yoked with them. This person is karmic. Okay. For those of you who have walked away, you did listen to your intuition. And you're like, okay, we're not equally yoked. I see all the signs. I see all the synchronicities. And I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay. The High Priestess is somebody who is very nurturing, very kind. Somebody who is a good parent, very abundant. Okay. Just like the Emperor, you're somebody who takes care of your responsibilities, what matters to you. And you could have been ignoring signs and synchronicities, but I think for the majority of you who have already walked away with grace, you were like, okay, it's time for me to go. What is stop over giving? The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who you could have been over giving financially to somebody. This is somebody who is lazy. You were over giving to somebody who's lazy, who doesn't know how to manage money. They're lazy, they're greedy, they lack any sort of commitment, whether that's an emotional commitment, a commitment to a job, anything like that. This person could be very fucking immature, okay? You could have been over giving to somebody that could have really started to abuse your generosity. And they could have confused your generosity with weakness or with their getting over on you. What's the Page of Pentacles? Stop over giving. Stop over giving may have been one of the lessons you needed to learn as well. It's good to give to those who are appreciative. But when you're giving to somebody who doesn't appreciate and they start taking your kindness for weakness or your generosity as you're a sucker, then it's time to go. 5 of Wands. Yeah. Knight of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who wasn't offering you anything. This person could have been in secret competition with you, very aggressive with everybody, brought a lot of conflict and confusion, very chaotic. And you could have given to this person even though their cup is in the reverse. They're not giving anything. You were giving to somebody who didn't even care to give back, not even emotionally or anything. Choose yourself. Yeah. Temperance. Absolutely. You could be somebody who is on a journey and you're walking in your purpose. Again, you could have given this person a lot of grace. You could have seen something in this person hoping that maybe you could help them or whatever. But you're somebody who's very balanced. You live in moderation. You're very balanced. You're very patient. You're very grounded. And you needed to choose yourself. Give me one more. I think you did for the most part. Yeah, and this person is in anguish now. A lot of anxiety, insomnia, depression, feeling hopeless. Because you decided to choose yourself. You chose your balance, your harmony, your peace. And you stopped giving to this person who I feel was ungrateful. What's attachment issues? This person could be codependent on your energy now because they hang out with karmics. Queen of Cups, attachment, yeah. They can't let go of your loving, nurturing, compassionate, healing energy. Now they're like going through it because they've never met anybody like you. King of Swords, but they pushed you to a point where you needed to choose yourself over them. I don't think they saw that coming. I think that they thought you were going to stay in this situational spiral and you were never going to leave. Things feel close but undefined. Emotions spin without direction. Neither one of you names what this is. Yeah, but I think, again, you came into this with true, real intention. I think, I don't know if this person even knew what they wanted, but I also feel like at some point this person started to take advantage of your balance, your grace, your generosity, your beauty, your nurturing love. And then you start to side-eye this bitch. I think this bitch started bringing you a lot of burdens. They could have started impacting your will too. What's situationship spiral? Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. This is somebody who has limiting self-beliefs. They are very low energy. They just don't have, I don't know, direction, ambition. They could have breadcrumbed you. Give me one more. Yeah. 2 of Cups in the reverse. 2 Cups of... There was just not enough to keep this going. There was a lot of disharmony. I definitely feel like there was an imbalance, a huge inequality. You definitely gave more to this relationship than they did. And you just weren't compatible. And again, I do think at a certain point, you, High Priestess, started getting the messages, seeing the red flags, and side-eyeing this bitch, because I think this person did start taking your generosity as a weakness. What's love bomb and withdrawal? The world. Give me one more. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? I think that this person definitely would love bomb you, and then would withdraw their attention, their affection, or act like they weren't interested. That's why it always stayed a situationship. But I think that you closed out this cycle and you've been working on your shit. Like, okay, well, I clearly read through the lines. I see what's going on here. So I'm going to take my shit and I'm going to go. Death on the bottom of the card, on the deck. So you ended it. This person definitely, I think, got you all the way fucked up. Okay? All the way fucked up. Yeah. You averted a tower, and this person could be very unhappy. This person is low on money, low on funds, you know. I think that this person, instead of looking at people that come into their life as blessings and appreciating their generosity and their kindness, I think this is somebody who thinks that they're smarter than everybody. And, you know, people who give freely, this is somebody who doesn't understand people who give freely. This is somebody who's very greedy. They do not have equal give and take with people. They're a taker. They're not a giver, they're a taker. And so when people give to them, they look at this person side-eyed. Like, oh, okay, you're that person. Like, I can take advantage of you. I can take from you. I can swindle you and all of that. This is a very dishonest person. This person lives beyond their means. And the sad part is they actually require the generosity of other people, but they burn every bridge that they ever make. Because again, this person doesn't know what give and take is. They've never been a giver. They've always been a taker. And when they see that somebody gives freely, instead of showing gratitude that somebody would care enough about them to make sure that they're okay, they view this person as a fool. When in reality, the only fool is themselves. And they need to look themselves in the mirror and do some real fucking some real deep introspection. Living a life like this, trying to swindle people, and that's how you make your money, that's how you pay your bills or whatever, this will burn you out very, very quickly. And the amount of karma that you're going to rack up is going to be very significant. So I definitely think that maybe for a second you weren't listening to your intuition, you weren't listening to the signs, but I think at the end of the day you did. And you decided that there's just too much burden and this person was going to start to impact your life. So you walked away gracefully, as you should. And if you haven't, and this story resonates with you, then you should. So Virgo, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay blessed.